catch a foot when I drive. Big pressure, I apply. In the ring, you won't survive. Yeah, I swerve when I drive. Yeah, I swerve when I drive.
Hasselites, talk to me. Yeah! Welcome to another edition of Hassel's Review. It's your host with the bad God most, your boy, Hassel. That's right, people. I know it's been a while. Guys, I do apologize. I got my stuff together now. Processing some things has just been wonky, and work's been crazy on top of that. So, dealing with losses, everyone does it differently, right? So I've kind of struggled. But, we're back on track, guys. So, with that being said, why don't we dive into some toys? Why don't we unbox some old goodies? And as you can see, you can peep the fit. Your boy got his Ghost Rider, not just any Ghost Rider, but Johnny, by God, Blaze. He's not my favoriteest Ghost Rider, as I am a Dan Ketch man. But with that being said, I don't hate on Johnny Blaze. He is the OG. If it was not for Johnny, we wouldn't have Danny. So, there we go. So today, I felt like it's way past time for me to dive into this Marvel Legends Motorcycle Hero. Woo, look at that thing. This thing is a thing of beauty, people. A beauty. So, I've been wanting to dive into it for some time now. Peep the art, man. Or it's not really art so much as it's just posability, so to speak. Kind of beautiful box, guys. I ain't gonna lie. So, I really wanted to keep this guy in the box. And if I can get one on, say, a discount, a sale of sorts, I will probably buy a Sicket to put up there on my Ghost Rider shelf that I have over here. I had to figure out some way to kind of display it up, so to speak. But I may get another. Who knows? But for right now, we're diving into this thing. This thing is going to breathe today. Vengeance will hit the streets. Not vengeance per se, Michael Baldino, but vengeance, the spirit of by God, vengeance will. So with that being said, guys, why don't we dive into this old beautiful toy? That's what we all came here for, right? So let's dive into this thing and let's get the old meat and taters of this toy. All right, guys, here he is, the main event. That by God Motorcycle Hero. Wow. So, as you guys can see, I got my Johnny Blaze Marvel Legend right here. So this is what we got in the retro box. This is the guy that they give us, as you can see. This is basically a painted up version of what you would call Danny Ketch with a little bit of tweaking to make it Johnny Blaze. This is the most true iteration I have seen of this version of Ghost Rider yet. The suit is supposed to be blue, not black. It's supposed to be that leather from the Elvis comeback special. For those of you that are old enough to know, Elvis wore a leather suit in a comeback special. That's what this Ghost Rider was inspired by back in the day. And this guy right here, that is my custom Johnny Blaze that I made. Those arms were a bitch to get on buzzer. As you see, the shotgun I got for him. With a little effects there. Side note, I did buy another shotgun through Gridiron Studios, and we'll see what it looks like with this guy here, because I've seen some pictures online of some really sweet shotgun poses. I still don't think this is the shotgun I really wanted, but this was the one I got through Gridiron Studios. It's a pretty sweet one, but yeah. So we'll look and see. So with that being said, guys, let's dive into it. I'm sorry, that's not the Gridiron Studios. This was the Gridiron Studios. Kind of lame, right? Yeah. This was the one I bought off eBay. So, we'll see what they both look like. But let's dive into this guy. Slide these old fellas out of the way. On Hassel's Review. So, let's see what we got, guys. So, I done showed you guys the box. Pretty sweet box. Not going to lie. I really did struggle with wanting to open this or not because it looks so bad. I asked me to look at that back. That is legit, people. Wielding supernatural abilities from the back of his flaming motorcycle. Why's it got to be from the back of his motorcycle? It doesn't make sense. Johnny roams the mortal world as Ghost Rider, the spirit of vengeance. Yeah, that's right, people. And those of you who are wondering, I do a little voice acting. If you have not checked out Oakbridge Season 2, I'm there. Hopefully I have a bigger role in Season 3. I'm really hoping so. If you're Season 3 riders and you're watching, why don't you let me know? So there we go, people. That's pretty badass. So I'll tell you what, guys. We're going to assemble the bike first, right? So I'm just going to be honest. I think this is probably a super badass figure. A lot of what we got here are like these right here, 100%. That guy right there. It's just colored. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and get him out of here. Why not? Why not? We'll go ahead and fuck with our eye hole, so to speak. $100%. That same one, just with much better paint decor. I will give them that. They went the extra mile on painting that guy. They did not so much on the first. Got our various hands. We got our Dormammu looking face. Now I'm gonna be honest. This looks super fucking cool, but I don't really get it. I mean, I don't recall him ever looking like that in the books unless it's supposed to be like mid-transformation, like from maybe that to this to that. I don't know, guys. So, let's check our boy out real quick. Jaw does open. I don't know why I just gave him Skeletor vibes, but I did. The eyes are super cool in there. They're just a little spatch of red, so to speak, but from a certain angle, they almost like they follow you. Now, something I will say is a little off-putting. The top of the cavity, super white and unpainted. They could have done better with that. But the rest of this figure's pretty damn legit. I like the different ab crunch on this guy. He is pinless, double jointed as fuck. Don't get no ideas, girls or guys. Ugh. Yeah, so our boy could do some shits. We're gonna set him right here for right now. I'll let you hang out with the other Johnny. I'll talk for a bit. Hey, what's up? So now let's see what we're working with here. So that looks to be just an effect, maybe. I'm trying to be like super careful with this guy because I don't want to break it. I'll probably regret cutting some of this off. Oh, okay. Wow, that's nice. So oh, wow. Wow. All right then. So that was something I had wondered about. So this, alright, that's everything. I'm not missing nothing, am I? Because I have done that before. I totally fucking just leave parts in and then bitch about it later. So that's what it should look like. Screws are on that side. It's getting screwed. So it's a bit of a challenge. All right, there we go. Not sure we got almost like a magnet, but I guess it's not. So Let's see if I can get this back on. There we go. How did you... So, something to that effect? Huh. Not quite sure. I guess it's supposed to be coming off the tire because that's literally like a tail light. So I was kind of curious why the fuck it was doing that, but alright. Huh. Alright, so how does this sissy bar go on? Before you people jump me, that is what it's called. I wasn't being any kind of way just now. But if you give me time, I'm sure I will. So rail thrip, that's something on mine that does not want to snap very well. Now, this is supposed to go there. I'm probably not going to have it there. I'll put it there for the sake of video, but for mine, I probably won't have it there. So, yes, I'm thinking it goes somewhere, but I don't know where. I don't know where. Looks like it maybe comes out of something. Pretty sweet kickstand though. I'll figure that out later. For right now, it could be a floor effect. Oh, that's a bad motherfucker. Now I did get this from the Phoenix because I have seen pictures online where people have used it to do various poses. And I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty fucking epic. So yeah, I'll do a little bit of tinkering, so to speak. So now one thing I will say, the only gripe I really have about the bike, I'm cool with the red, because in the book a lot of times it was just, it turned red. I'd prefer if the wheels still had that. I'll drop a graphic up here of all three bikes together. Like on the first bike that not this Johnny comes with, but the other Ghost Rider, I'll drop a picture of that as well. You can see the wheels are more translucent like this right here. And these are translucent wheels, don't get me wrong, but they're red. I'd like for them to have the flame effect on the wheels there. That would have been pretty cool. Similar to the color of the Danny Ketch one. That one to me just really, really looks jam TF up. But no hate, no hate. I dig the fact that they went the extra mile. You only have one mirror. A lot of bikers only have one mirror. That's pretty cool to me. So let's check this guy out. Let's see what he looks like next to his bike. So, as you can see, scale is there. Let's see what hands we got here. So we got a pistol hand, which is crazy considering he don't come with a pistol. He comes with this guy here, which is more I just need a kung fu grip. I don't need that. I do like the whole, which I guess is maybe those are throttle hands to, do it towards the brakes, braking the clutch. I don't know. One's going to be a motherfucking shotgun, though. That's a loose piece. I like that. I'm always keen on details of that effect. So let's see what our boy looks like with an old shotgun, a rifle, and a four-wheel drive. Oh, he don't got all that shit, does he? He's got a shotgun and a motorcycle. But this spirited boy will survive. Okay, that's not a bad look for him. It's not what I want. It's not the best look, but that's the shotgun, not him. It's not you, little buddy. Let's see what this shotgun looks like. So like I said, this was one that this is actually a Valorverse. I bought it off of eBay. A buyer on there I wish I remembered his name because he had some really other cool stuff. If I find it in editing, I will put it on here for you guys because, as you see, I like that. This is my first Valor verse. A lot of detail. And this guy was like, I don't know, I think I dropped somewhere between $8 and $12 on this guy off of Gridiron. Then there was shipping, of course. And I think this was around the same price or maybe a few dollars cheaper. And I mean, quality is there. I mean, you got like this rusted look inside there. And the effect. Man, I'm a fan of that right there. Come on, guy. Work with Daddy. Okay, there we go. Come with me if you want to live. Man, I am a fan of that there. And this motherfucking foot. Put them motherfucking things on his ass. I'm a fan of that. I like it. I don't know why I keep trying to give him this Terminator pose, but I just did. So, that's pretty sweet. I'll play with that later. It's going to probably be for Johnny anyways. The other Johnny. So let's see what our boy looks like on the bike himself. Well, I'll tell you what. Before we do that, I mean, I got to at least try it once. So, that could be a loose piece if we're not careful. The gluing is a little sketchy at best. You know what? I'll tell you what. I think I'm gonna leave that on there just for the sake of the rest of the video. Let's see here. See what our old buddy looks like on this motherfucking bike. So this is the problem a lot of times with these figures. Getting the legs to be in the proper place, which I will say they fit the foot placement pretty well. Got good there. But his arms are really a little, I guess maybe that's where the ab crunch comes into play a little better. There we go. I'm sorry, I don't want to bend my handlebars because I don't know how I'm going to display them just yet. So last thing I want to do is force the handlebars into a movement that is unnatural for them. Unnatural. So okay, you definitely got to have the ab crunch there. But you know what? That's a pretty solid look. Check our boy out. I mean, yes, the turntable works, people. There we go. So what do you guys think there? Not hating on it. Not hating on it one damn bit. And just because I have seen this, and I got to, people. Let's see what our bouncing looks like. You know what? That actually bounces quite well. I talked a little bit too fast. Oh, there we go. You know what's crazy, people? It balances a motorcycle far better than it balances the fucking Phoenix, which is just a little 2-pound female figure. That is insane, but it does. See if I can turn it without falling. You know, that might be how my buddy gets displayed in there, because my shelf is a little wonky, so that may be how my guy winds up going. I don't know. You see the accessories. You see all the goodies. What do you guys think? Drop a comment below. That's Ghost Rider, people. Oh man, I'm digging it. I'm gonna give this guy a solid ass, and I mean a solid ass. 4.5 out of 5 Hassels. The figure is good. The bike is good. Little to bitch about even for me. I'm a fan of it. So yeah, guys, 4.5 out of 5 Hassels there. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, let's get back to my beautiful face. All right, everybody, we're back to this beautiful mug right here. As you tell, I am a huge Ghost Rider nerd just from the video alone. I mean, peep the tattoo. I got my medallion of power on my arm, so to speak. So I'm a huge Midnight Suns Ghost Rider fan. Back in the day, I didn't get into the Johnny Blaze so much because he just wasn't my Ghost Rider. In the 80s, I was not reading. Well, I was reading very little. I was young. But I read Spider-Man back in the 80s. That's about the only thing I read at all. Then in the 90s, I took a turn and Ghost Rider was my shit. Then I got into X-Men, Wolverine, etc., etc. Before I finally branched out into DC. But, so, Blaze, no hate, buddy. We love you. You just wasn't my rider, baby. But, what about this toy right here? What did you guys think? Drop some comments below. Let me know what you think of this guy right here. Is it your favorite? Is it your least favorite? Where does it rank on the spectrum with, not so much the spectrum, but you know what I'm saying. The cascade of Ghost Rider figures we have got thus far. Where is it at in the list for you? Drop a comment below, let me know. And while you're doing your little comments and typing around on your keyboard, hit that bell. Hit the subscribe button and get all the notifications when we drop new content. Because we are going to be dropping a lot more new content, guys. I got a ton of toys I have to unbox. I got to get some unboxing videos. I've got to get card, subject to change, back on the streets as I'm currently working on, and I have been working on it since around the time my mom passed, unfortunately. So I apologize, guys, but I do have a what if the Patriots 1997 run had went on and it was actually successful. He didn't get hurt, so to speak. I'm about 90% done on that. So, guys, hopefully this next week I will be able to complete it. I've got a lot of the photos already edited up, so bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I know it's been a while. And hopefully the whole main thing of this thing was me and Monster with the Nerdy Man Room show. Hopefully we'll get that back on track as well, as Monster's been super busy. Shout out to our boy Oren, his son who is graduating. Kudos, kid. Uncle Hassel is super proud of you. You're going to go on and do some amazing things in life, kid. So life has been busy, guys. Well, we were not kidding when we say that right now. But hopefully, we're back on track, and we're going to start putting out content to where you're going to be like, damn, these guys got something every damn day. Maybe not every day, but you get it a couple times a week. So, that being said, if it ain't vengeance, it's going to ride in the night for the Midnight Suns and Johnny Blaze.
Swear. Garments, top rope, catch a vibe, catch a foot when I drive. Big pressure, I apply in the ring.